Ever wonder what it looks like when people believe so strongly in something, they'd do the unthinkable for it? In March of 1997, we got a chilling answer. Police walked into a mansion in Rancho Santa Fe, California, and found a scene straight out of a horror film, yet disturbingly peaceful. 39 people, all dead, lying in bunk beds. They were dressed in matching black outfits, with purple shrouds over their faces. On their feet were brand new Nike Decade sneakers. Next to each person was a packed bag and a goodbye note. This was the final act of a group called Heaven's Gate. What they left behind, besides the haunting scene, were videotapes. These weren't cries for help or expressions of regret. The tapes showed smiling, calm individuals,
speaking with an eerie serenity about their upcoming departure. They believed they were about to board a UFO and ascend to a higher plane of existence. The story of how they got to this point is just as strange. It started years earlier with a former music teacher named Marshall Applewhite and a nurse named Bonnie Nettles. They reinvented themselves as Ty and Do,
two prophets with a message. Earth was about to be recycled, and the only way to survive was to leave it behind. Their followers, drawn in by this promise of salvation, gave up everything. They surrendered their homes, their money, and even their identities. They shaved their heads, wore androgynous clothing, and completely cut ties with the outside world. To them, Applewhite wasn't just a charismatic leader. He was a celestial being sent to guide them home. The most unsettling part of this whole story remains those exit videos recorded just days before they died. Member after member sat in front of the camera, thanking their leader and expressing pure joy that their journey was almost over. There was no fear in their eyes, no hesitation in their voices. They genuinely believed a spaceship was trailing the Hale-Bopp comet, which was passing close to Earth in 1997. This was their signal, their moment to shed their human containers and join their real family in the stars. And so they did. In small groups, they drank a lethal mixture of phenobarbital and alcohol, put bags over their heads, and simply lay down to wait for the end, or as they saw it, the beginning. The scene police found was ritualistic, methodical, and utterly silent. Even now, decades later, the Heaven's Gate website is still online, a digital ghost maintained by surviving members. It still carries the same message, waiting for the ship to come back. This story is more than just a cult. It's a stark reminder of how the human need for belonging and belief can be twisted into something unimaginable. They thought they were leaving humanity behind, but in their final recorded words, they revealed something deeply human, the desperate search for meaning in a world that can often feel empty. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as fascinating as I did, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the strange corners of history.